Can you tell which one is homemade? Chipotle has gone downhill. I know that isn't exactly a hot take. Rising prices, inconsistent portion sizes, charging extra for things like guac and queso, which I know they've always done, but I'm just still not over it. And not to mention, I feel like there's always a line, and personally, I just don't want to wait in it. I've even heard they might be introducing smaller bowl sizes. I mean, come on, haven't they taken enough from us? So today, I'm gonna be making Chipotle bowls healthier at home. It's more affordable, it's fresher, your guac is actually gonna be green, and your rice is gonna be fluffy because it hasn't been sitting out in a tray all day long. You can customize it how you like it, add whatever toppings you want, and we don't upcharge for guac and queso at home. The inspiration for this video is honestly Brian's dysfunctional relationship with Chipotle. He's always complaining about it, but he loves it so much he goes all the time. So I'm gonna try to recreate the bowl that he gets today. There are two components to this challenge. I wanna see if I can make it for half the price, and I also wanna see if I can make it to meet Brian's high standards. So Brian's typical order is a burrito bowl with rice, pinto beans, steak, guac,
corn
salsa. Before we get into it, I feel like we need a real one-to-one comparison. So I'm gonna go to Chipotle, I'm gonna get Brian's order, and then we'll be able to compare the two. Okay, let's go make this healthier at home. Hi, could I do a burrito bowl with white rice and pinto beans? I'll do steak, guacamole, corn salsa, cheese, and lettuce. That's it, thank you. Just got my bowl. It honestly is a little underwhelming, I would say. I don't know. The steak looks very dry to me. The avocado is like a little brown, just kind of giving bowl of lettuce. I think I can do it better. I'm gonna get to the grocery store, get my ingredients so I can get into the kitchen. On our grocery list, we have canned corn, flank steak, jalapenos, jasmine rice, limes, avocados, chipotle peppers in adobo, cilantro, red onion, pinto beans, shredded mozzarella, and romaine hearts for a grand total of $28. The steak at Chipotle is super tasty, although I do feel like it's overpriced and not as high quality as I would like. So my method is going to be easy to make, but incredibly flavorful and more budget friendly, of course. The marinade includes some simple staple ingredients with chipotle peppers in adobo as the star. These canned peppers are a go-to ingredient of mine. They pack in so much delicious heat and smokiness and will make the steak taste like the one at Chipotle, but better. Garlic powder, chili powder, and cumin will also give us lots of that classic Chipotle taste. We're gonna blend everything up in a food processor or blender until it's completely smooth, adding water as needed to thin it out, and then add our steak to a sealable bag or container. I went with flank steak for this recipe, which is relatively easy to find and one of the cheaper cuts. So we're adding that along with the entire marinade, give everything a good mix to ensure the steak is fully coated, then let it marinate for at least 30 minutes in the refrigerator or up to 24 hours if you have the time to prep it ahead. It was pretty easy for me to identify the components of Chipotle's corn salsa, and so simple to make at home that I'm kind of kicking myself for buying it pre-made in the first place. All we need for this one is a can of corn, half of a small red onion, don't worry, we'll use up the rest soon, a jalapeno pepper, cilantro, cumin, salt, and juice of 1 lime. Mix it well and prep this one early because the corn salsa is another component that just gets better as it sits in the fridge. You can even make it a day ahead and marinate your steak at the same time. And if corn is in season at your local farmer's market, honestly, not a bad idea to stock up. Make a double batch. You can use this for so many different things. I feel like we all know how to make a basic guac, but it did take some trial and error for me to figure out exactly what goes into Chipotle's version. I wanted this one to taste just like theirs, and I think I ended up getting the ratios right. We're using 2 ripe avocados, and they really do need to be ripe. We can't work with hard avocados if we want perfect guac. So look for dark green skin and soft avos, and if you can remove the stem easily and see green flesh underneath, that's a good sign that it's at the perfect ripeness. Mash the avocado completely first before adding the other ingredients. That makes the process much easier because Chipotle's version really has no chunks in it. It's completely smooth. We also have the other half of our small red onion left over from the corn salsa, another jalapeno pepper, more chopped cilantro, salt, and lime juice. The salt and acid is key. Lots of overlapping ingredients in these Chipotle bowls, which helps cut down costs and make prep time efficient. We love that. Give everything a really good mix to combine and keep it fresh by placing a piece of foil or bees wrap, whatever you have, on top of the guac and press down before refrigerating. Okay, cilantro-lime rice. In my opinion, one of the best parts of the Chipotle bowl. It's salty, it's acidic, and it really is 10 times better than plain rice. This is actually something that I make a lot at home, so this component was a breeze to come up with. We have our rice, which goes into 2 cups of boiling water and simmers on low for about 15 minutes, and then lots of chopped cilantro, more lime juice, and more salt. If you're not a cilantro person, I do apologize for the amount used in these bowls, but I'm just following what Chipotle does. Don't blame me. The result is an incredibly fluffy and tasty rice that you'll want to use for all different things. Okay, we've made it back to steak time now that we've let it marinate while prepping those other components. Now this really is the easy part. Heat some oil in a large skillet over medium heat, let that oil get nice and hot just before it starts to smoke, and then add the marinated flank steak, leaving behind any liquid left in the bag. Cook it for about 4 minutes per side or until cooked to your desired temp, about 125 degrees Fahrenheit for rare, 135 for medium rare, or 145 for medium well. I feel like the steak I got from Chipotle was pretty dry, so I did not want to overcook this one, and to lock in that moisture right after it comes off the skillet, we're gonna tent it with foil for about 10 minutes. Once it's rested, slice against the grain and cut into even 1/2-inch cubes. These cubes are a bit bigger than Chipotle's, which I wanted because their pieces can be a bit too small for my liking. Okay, how gorgeous is that? If steak isn't your thing, I do have a recipe for copycat chicken burrito bowls, which I will definitely link in the description for you. For serving, I stuck with Brian's preferences here on this bowl, but feel free to go with whatever you like. Black beans, peppers and onions, hot sauce, sour cream, anything goes. Along with the components we prepped, Brian gets chopped romaine, pinto beans, and shredded cheese on top of his bowl. And with that, we are ready to plate and see how it all comes together with our main components. Smoky and savory seared Chipotle steak, fresh and crunchy corn salsa, smooth and acidic guacamole, and perfectly fluffy cilantro-lime rice. Plating this up felt like a lot of pressure, not gonna lie. I don't know how the Chipotle employees do it so quick, but I was going for best possible presentation. I loaded up on the steak because there's nothing worse than a small protein portion. And honestly, on everything, this recipe yields a much better serving size than at the restaurant. Just another plus. And I tried my best on the signature guac plop. I don't know, how'd I do? Overall, though, this bowl is looking pretty perfect to me. Dare I say, twice as good as Chipotle's. Can you tell which one is which? I think I nailed the presentation, but now the question is, how did I do on cost and what will Brian think? On my Chipotle bowl with all the bells and whistles, I spent $14.98, and on my groceries, I spent $28 to make 4 bowls, so that's less than half. I feel really great about that price. So I accomplished my first goal of the cost. Now let's see if I accomplished my second goal. Let's bring in the Chipotle expert, taste tester. Brian, come on in. Okay. How many Chipotle bowls do you think you've eaten in your life?
It feels like thousands, but probably hundreds for sure.
Yeah, maybe thousands.
Yeah, it could be getting close. I don't want to check my Chipotle account to see.
Let's give them a try. Can you tell which one is which?
Yeah, you can definitely tell. With the Chipotle bowl, they have that signature plop of guac on there. With yours, the steak cubes are a little bit bigger, but yeah. I like a lot of steak, so I'm excited to dig in.
Okay.
I try yours first.
Taste.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get like a little.
You gotta get everything.
Yeah.
You did a really good job.
I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of the price. I'm proud of all of the components. Mm-hmm. And I think this would be a really great meal prep also. Yeah. I mean, it could be a great dinner, but I wouldn't be mad about having this all week, not having to run out to Chipotle.
Yep.
And you think it tastes good? I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I think what I like about this is you can taste all the components individually. Like the corn salsa is like really jumping out to me. The steak is like really unique in the flavor. You can taste the beans, the rice, like everything is its own standout component, but it's coming together cohesively. And I feel like my Chipotle bowl always just meshes together as one big
it's like one bite.
mush. Yeah.
All right, I gotta try it. It's fresh.
Yeah. Because this stuff, was sitting around in Chipotle for hours before you got there.
I'm really, really happy with this.
Can I try that one? Chipotle used to be a lot better. I tell you this all the time. Chipotle in 2015 was like the peak, and this is all downhill. It's all been downhill since then.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was really fun to put together. I definitely want to do more healthier at home editions. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see. This has been so fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time. I guess I can say goodbye to that Chipotle partnership.
And now that that bridge is burned, I have some feedback for Chipotle. So first of all,
my first ever cookbook is finally here. Don't think about dinner. Save time and money with 125 plus easy, nourishing, delicious recipes for every meal.